We hear some smooth jazz. This is your smooth jazz wake up. We have new gear and equipment, ladies and gentlemen, so I know right about now this is the time where you hear the music playing softly, the smooth jazz, and you're like, yeah, oh, there's my own voice. And you're like, yeah, Good Morning Aurora's about to start and everything. What I just learned with this new piece of equipment that we have is that you can't hear the music, but we can. Do 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 do. So I'll sing to you. Do 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 do. William Miller III, good morning. It's kind of creepy hearing your own voice, isn't it? Right? Like if I was a ghost, I'd be scared of myself. But we got great guests today. We have Deanna Hernandez of Sunrun. And we have Ben Weisberg. You can hear the music too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you couldn't hear it, that would have sounded really weird. What's that melody? All right. We're going in. And there's my son's voice. Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m. Yeah, this was a good audio check because that's what I got to do. I got to figure out what button, right, or what lack of a button to make them hear that music part because they were able to hear that with my son's voice and everything. But now with this Rode machine, I think it's just straight audio because that interface is being chopped out kind of thing.
That's crazy that it gets all connected too, and you even have it just with your Surface Pro. It's not even like a whole, crazy setup. You're like, yep, I'm mobile. Where
Right,
you at? Where
right.
you at?
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:01. Oh, 8 o'clock a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. I hope all of you great people are doing good out there in listener land. It is Friday, the 18th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Friday, the 18th of November. It's a cold day outside, but it's warm in here and warm in our hearts. And we've got great guests for you guys today. We have Sunrun and orthodontic experts back on the show. Good to see you guys.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Yep.
Good morning.
How's life?
Doing well.
Okay.
Doing well. Yeah, got a vacation next month planned, so I get to leave the cold for a little bit and get to soak up some rays.
Okay.
On the beach somewhere. So.
And where are you going to?
So I'm actually taking a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be out there for about 4 or 5 days or so, and then I get to loop back and come back into the cold, but I'll get to escape for a little bit.
Nice. That's very cool. How many days?
So it should be 4 in total for the actual trip, and then 5, like including travel and everything. Like
Okay.
there and back.
I like it. Very cool. Ben, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
How's life been with you?
Busy.
Really? Yeah, you got new things coming, new locations, which we won't mention because nobody could get their teeth fixed or get the braces. Even if they went there, we're not open just yet. Gabriel, Bradford, and Monica are here in the house, If you guys tuned in last night, you would have seen that we did a mic check and all kinds of great things. And then, Gabriel, can you check us out on Facebook? Make sure the audio's coming through good, if you could, please. Cindy Morales, please help spread the word about about our Photos with Santa event coming up this weekend at Red Hive Market. That's in Batavia, I think. The link is in the chat for that. Thank you very much, Cindy Morales. Cindy Morales is a good friend, and she's the founder of Cups Bra Drive. So she does a lot of great things in the community. But today, we're going to learn about Sunrun. Deanna, first of all, where were you born and raised?
I was actually born and raised in this awesome town, Aurora, Illinois.
Okay.
So happy to, come back and serve this community now more than ever.
And what is Sunrun?
So Sunrun is a solar installation service, and so basically what we do is we find the best solution for your electricity needs.
Okay.
Right. We utilize a lot of the incentives and whatnot throughout the state and federal to basically just help you claim a system, if possible.
Claim a system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason why I say claim is with incentives, right? It's a first come, first serve after a while. There's only so much money put out there for it. And so once it's all done, that's kind of it. And so my job here is really just to qualify as many homeowners and homes and really see if they're able to utilize the incentives here, not only in their city, but in their state.
What's the qualification look like, or the process of doing that?
Yes. So you basically call me. I take a look at your roof. We basically take a look at the aerial space. We want to make sure you have enough sun. Don't want to make sure you have like a lot of shade or anything like that, because then it's not really conducive to solar, right? And then really just make sure, depending on what program you have, I can also help renters as well.
Okay.
A lot of the regular programs that we have around is strictly for homeowners. So I'll be able to take a little bit more of a deep dive, throughout the conversation and kind of provide a little bit more clarification on, the couple programs that are basically used the most in our area.
Okay. All right. How long has Sunrun been around?
So we've actually been founded in 2007. We have a headquarters out in San Francisco. And so we've actually had service over 15 years, but installation service for over 20 years. Actually, used to be Rec Solar way back when, and so we have that extra experience.
Okay. Bring your mic a little bit closer. Cindy Morales says it's a little bit hard to hear us. Cindy, we're gonna work on that. When the camera comes on, you'll see our new setup that we got, and it's amazing. It's an amazing setup, and it's so amazing that I was learning it just last night. I was here all night eating Chinese food, trying to make it work, and we got it. We got to work it pretty good. So who else said it's hard to hear us? It's hard to hear y'all. Increase the volume, please. My volume's at its highest point. All right.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Mic check 1, 2.
Yeah. See, we got the mics on us. But I want to make sure that they can hear us. Let me know how that sounds to you listeners out there in listener land. See if it sounds a little bit louder. And let me know what you guys think. The time is 8:05 a.m. Cindy Morales, you're going to be my audio engineer from home right now. So let me know if that got a little bit louder for you. So Sunrun's been around since 2007.
Yes.
Okay. We're seeing a lot with solar nowadays, right? People are trying to really get the benefits of it and have more benefits for the consumer kind of thing. And Sunrun is part of that push. Are they an integral company in it? Are they one of the leaders in the industry?
Yes, so we're actually one of the pioneers in residential solar, and specifically the solar as a service. So typically you'd have to make an investment, right? Pay up all this money up front to basically get a system. And now we can utilize the incentives. Sunrun helps, take up a lot of those costs, help install the system, and really the customer is only responsible for, a cheaper power bill.
A cheaper power bill?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so my goal here is to, see if we can definitely save a little bit of money, put some money back in your pocket, but of course be able to utilize the incentives to get an entire system, right? So one things that we go through in the consultation is I'll basically break down what their usage habits look like now and really determine whether or not solar is going to be feasible for them. So I let you know right in the consultation whether or not it's something you should look into.
Okay. All right. Ben, tell us about Orthodontic Experts. This is your 4th time on the show?
Yeah, 4th time.
Yeah, 4th time on the show. For those who are unfamiliar with you, if they are, tell us about Orthodontic Experts.
Yeah, so we are a orthodontist, and we're located at 2496 Kirk Road, right across the street from the Walmart, next door to the Panera and Sports Clips. And we offer free consultations for braces. So we offer braces and clear aligners. And when you come in for your consultation, you will meet, the doctor. You'll meet our amazing team. We always have fun music playing around in the background. We do a lot of fun TikToks, in our location. We try to make it super fun for our patients and just offer a fun, experience.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, you guys have been doing a whole lot with the social media.
Yes.
The social media has been more popping with you guys. I've been seeing it and seeing the wackiness, seeing the graphics. I'm liking what I see.
Yeah, I see you're liking all the stuff.
So the time is 8:08 a.m. I'm going to detail that story. Speaking of braces, gummy bears, right? Gummy bears and braces have been they've been a problem with each other. So I'm going to detail this story that I saw in the newspaper, in Business Insider, no less. So that's how you know you've made it. When Business Insider covers your story, it could be good or bad for you. Check this out, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, because this is one of those things about businesses and treating your employees right. And we're going into the holiday season. So let me know what you guys think. A man in Germany, gummy bear maker Haribo, rewarded a man who found the company's lost $4.8 million check that was with some candy. But it gets deeper than that. A man in Germany found the lost $4.8 million check made out to Haribo. He helped destroy the check at Haribo's behest and even sent a photo of proof to the company. So Bild, which is a German newspaper, reported this great story. A gentleman by the name of Anwar, he was on his way home from visiting his mom when he saw a piece of paper fluttering on the ground out of candy that he bought. Okay, so the bag, they sell it by the box a little bit. There's bags inside the box, okay? Lo and behold, there's a check fluttering out. He's like, oh, what's this? The receipt, maybe? He picked it up, and it was a cross check for €4,631,538, or $4.8 million, made out to Haribo from a supermarket chain. Okay, so this was like big business. Now, the first thing I thought was like, what's the factory look like? Is accounting where they make the candy? How did the check get into the candy, right? Somebody gets fired for that. The man said it was such a large sum that he couldn't even pronounce it. He then contacted Haribo, whose lawyer told him to destroy the check. Haribo then sent him a gift box, which included 6 packs of the company's candy, and they're well known for the gummy bear, so that's what they gave him. He said, I thought it was a bit cheap. Now Haribo confirmed the incident with the newspaper and said the check was indeed real. It was indeed live, and indeed this is a true story that happened. Now, when they were asked why they sent such a low amount of money, Haribo did not immediately respond to requests from Business Insider and has since said that they will not comment on the story. Wow. Salty, right? That's pretty salty. Haribo makes a lot of money. They make a lot of money. They are probably the most well-known German, gummy bear company. So it's like, why in the world wouldn't they give him something? Why would, they should have gave him some money. I would have put $1 million check with the candy. Little stocking stuff.
I was going to say, or stocks in the company if they have any. I would, like, hey, look, can I get something?
Think about it like this. One, that was a 1 in a million or 1 in a billion thing that happened there, because apparently they're good with their finances, so that doesn't typically happen. Second of all, they met a dude who didn't try to cash it. He didn't do anything funny with the check. He called them and was like, yo, I got a live check here. And indeed, the lawyer verified that it was a live check. He was told what to do with it. He did it. No police got involved. No nothing. I would have gave the man a job. I would have called him up like, yo, Anwar, how you living? You all right over there? I would have gave him a job.
It's hard to find honest people like that, truly. You know what I mean? And you see these undercover bosses or just like these hidden people that really test humanity. Right? And you see the truth.
Right.
And so when you find situations or scenarios where, someone defies the odds like that, like how much integrity does this man have, of course, especially with that much money, So
he didn't try to
do anything.
There's people here who try worse with less.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You hear about
Very
it all the
true.
time. A lady tried to, she tried to swindle the $300 check. And they, so I think that, if Haribo listens, right, I think that was a missed opportunity. And I would like to think that big, large-scale companies like that, they should think a little bit more on the human level, because that was a missed opportunity. I really believe a guy like that, like, because that's what I'm looking for in life. Like, I want to be around people like that, you know. So I'm like, man, I would have hooked dude up. I would have gave him a job. I would have put $1 million in the gummy bears.
Something.
I would have named a candy after him. Like, yo, how can I pay you
that
back?
would have been cool. That would have been legendary. You know?
The Anwars, you know, little chocolate joints.
Anwar edition.
All right. Good morning to all of you great people. So yes, thank you very much, Michael Ray. For anybody listening right now, we have a brand new setup, brand new everything here, and I'm going to show you guys what we look like on screen. Show you guys our new setup. We got new gear. Hey, how y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? So we're trying to get this new, brilliant, beautiful stuff that we got working. How's our audio sound now, you guys? Do we sound good? They said that your audio is a little bit low, Deanna. So remember, you gotta eat the mic.
Okay.
That's the slang that we use in this business. Now it sounds. Good morning, Aurora. Aisha Saxon, good morning to you. Michael Rayford, good morning to you. Michael Rayford says, good morning, A-Town peeps. So let me see what you got here. Because I want to, can you hand me your packet here? Let me see your notes. All right. There's zero down payment, zero monthly costs, zero electricity costs, and 20 years of no credit check, and 20 years. So what are the savings over 20 years with Sunrun? Oh, wow. I see income verification here. Eligibility is based on max income by the number of people in household for Cook County and Kane County. Is this only open to Cook and Kane?
No, so there's multiple counties in the state of Illinois. So this is a state program that I kind of wanted to touch base because it hits home with me. You know what I mean? You look at a lot of other sales jobs and everything like that, and you almost feel like you kind of have to go past your morals and, you know, make unethical choices and whatnot. And
really,
I don't have to make that here with Sunrun. I don't feel bad, you know, when I sell something, and, you know, you get that vibe from other sleazy salesmen and stuff like that. And, you know, I really appreciate that we do things differently, right? We're here to really just promote and educate our communities and really determine, you know, what's going to be the best option for them.
Right. This is separate from Sunrun, but is sales like that, like you mentioned, just opportunistic and sleazy to salesman? I
think just from my experience, just even if I've been sold, you know, you think of that greasy car salesman, you know, they're just trying to make a buck and will tell you anything, you know, versus going into a consultation with Sunrun, you feel right at home with that person, right? They're not there to really sell you. It's more of a consult, right? We're going to be really determining whether or not this is going to be a good fit for you.
Okay.
And at that point, you know, we walk away as friends, or, you know, the other option is, you know, the house is a good fit, you're a good fit. Let's go ahead and see what the next steps are.
Okay. But and also just to reiterate too, they would have to be eligible anyway. So you cannot sell someone who does not fit the eligibility criteria, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So this program specifically, with the income eligibility, is called our Solar for All. So it's a state program for income eligible homeowners where we determine whether or not they can go through solar. And so what this will do is we verify their income, and if they meet a certain area median income, then at that point they qualify for us to take care of the system cost. It's a zero down payment, zero monthly cost, zero electricity cost, and it's for 20 years. So they get to utilize the benefits for 20 years, and depending on what they qualify for through the state, you know, we get them started through that process, and then the state is what really determines, you know, whether or not we're going to be able to help them with their entire bill, portion, or something like that.
How does the state make that determination?
So it's based on like the income. So per household, you have to make a certain amount of money, right? And if you're either at that or less than that, typically you can qualify for these programs.
Okay.
Yeah. And so another program that we have is really through the Illinois Shines program, where a lot of homeowners where, you know, you make more money than the area median income, or you're right above that threshold, then we're able to, you know, still utilize the incentives from the state and federal to then help make you getting the system a lot easier. whether it's investing into it or really, like I said, claiming your system and taking advantage of having clean green energy.
Oh, okay. All right. Because green energy is the future.
Yes.
That's where we're going.
Yeah, that's where the state's been heading. So I'm going to share a couple articles and whatnot so that way you can share as resources. But by 2025, the state of Illinois is looking to be 25% renewable. Okay. And so by 2050, we're looking at needing the state to be completely renewable by 2050 at 100%. And we're way behind. And so recently, they had extended the tax credit, and it was about to go away next year. And so they increased it, and they also extended it. So you get 30% of a tax credit back federally when you purchase a system. And so really determining, whether or not that's going to be a good fit for you to buy it, own it outright, or Sunrun takes care of it. We take care of everything on your behalf. We install it, and you literally just pay a fixed and predictable power bill.
Okay. All right. And the levels of income eligibility are on the website or for people to find out? How do they get started if they're interested?
Yes, so they can actually just give me a call. I can determine the eligibility right over the phone, answer just a couple basic questions with them, and then really determine, if it's feasible to me, right? I don't want to waste their time or anything like that if it's something that they can't really look into. But once they are able to look into it, then I go to their home, basically provide them a full consultation. I determine whether or not they're eligible, and we go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a process. So from consultation to installation, I've seen anywhere take from as early as 2.5, 3 months to on the upper end to about 6-7 months.
Okay.
It just really depends. And, realistically, especially in our Cook County areas, we're seeing a delay in a lot of the areas. We're looking for more people, hiring, vertically, we're vertically integrated. So every step of the way of the process, that's one person.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay, I gotcha. The time is 8:20 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Marissa Amoni is here. She says, hey, GMA, what a great Friday. See everyone tonight at Winter Lights. Thanks to GMA for judging the Winter Lights windows in downtown Aurora. The winner will be announced tonight at Winter Lights. That is right. That is right. So we know who the winner is, but y'all going to find out tonight. So that'll be special. That'll be special. Monica, can you take me to a personal commercial, please? So I can deliver some news to these great people. And in addition to Winter Lights, there's a whole lot of other local stuff going on. So I want to tell these people about some of these great winter events. Damn, with these mics, you can hear everything. Mm-hmm. You can even hear the paper ruffling. Damn, mics are strong. And then, Gabriel, if you'd be so kind, can you take your phone perhaps and then step outside and then bring up the show and then you listen to the audio and see how it sounds, because we got to deliver a good product for these people. We got new mics and new headphones, ladies and gentlemen, so you may hear my voice sound a little bit different, like, wow, Curtis, really, you got that bass today. Well, when your own voice is rattling around in your head, that's what it sounds like, right? Mm-hmm. Sounds like when you think to yourself?
Yeah.
Or does anybody else do that?
Well, hey, you need expert advice,
yeah, right? Be in the shower like, I should have told her. Oh, man. I should have said, Okay, anyway. All right. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Art and Market Aurora is going to be tomorrow, this Saturday. And there's also going to be 2 dates in December, the 10th and the 17th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Society 57. It's an indoor holiday market, and it's back at Society 57 for these dates, and it's free to enter. Winter Lights, don't forget, that's tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. And Cocoa Crawl will be taking place Friday, December 2nd from 5 to 9 p.m. Mugs are on sale now. Buy a mug and a button to participate in this year's Cocoa Crawl, and encompassing all of downtown Aurora. Santa at the Gazebo is going to be the following day. That's Saturday, December 3rd. 2 days, actually, December 3rd and the 10th from 1 to 3 p.m. Shouts out to Santa Claus. He and Mrs. Claus will be down there giving free photos for you. And then new this year, to coincide with Chris Kendall Market at River Edge in Aurora downtown, is going to be the Downtown Holiday Trolley on Saturdays from noon to 3:30 p.m. from the 19th, so this Saturday, to December 17th. The trolley, generously sponsored by Invest Aurora, will make 4 stops while making a loop through downtown Aurora, beginning and ending at the Aurora Transportation Center on Broadway. I'd rather take the trolley into the city sometimes. You been on the metro lately?
Yes. It's always fun, I guess you can say.
It's an experience, right?
Grateful it's there. Yeah, just a little hard sometimes, especially when you're trying to find an Uber later at night.
Right? Oh, yeah. It gets sketchy. Depending on where you end up, girl, super sketch.
It's so different. So, like, I ended up using the Geneva Metro for the first time, actually, just a few months back.
Okay.
Going out to the city, for a concert and whatnot. On the way back, all right, let's go ahead and get the train ride back, get an Uber. Tell me why there was no Uber in Geneva.
Right.
I'm like, isn't this downtown, like, popping or anything?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on
Right.
here? Nothing. So I definitely had to call a friend.
Oh, my
Phone
gosh.
a friend.
Yeah. and if I remember correctly, the Geneva station, because it's right in downtown Geneva, the metro stop.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, right off of 3rd Street.
Yep. Geneva's a nice area. It's not like Gary, Indiana, but still, like, that little stop, though, in the dark is kind of sketch.
Yes.
Little sketch.
Yes.
That's crazy. Next, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Breakfast with Santa is taking place November 26th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. This event will take place at Diplomat West Banquets, 681 North Avenue in Elmhurst. A continental breakfast and a complimentary photo with Santa. You won't want to miss this. Wait a minute. Wasn't he just going to be in Aurora?
They might have multiple now. I think it gained a huge sense of popularity.
There's more than one Santa? Or is he doing the thing? Don't he go to, like, all the kids?
I don't want to open that bubble
Right.
in case there's any kids.
Exactly. Like, Mom, they ruined it. I hate this show.
He has helpers. It's Santa's helpers,
Right. Last but not least is the round 2 of Illinois Emergency Homeowner Assistance ILHAF is open for applications. Up to $60,000 per household is available for eligible applicants. If you or someone you know is behind on mortgage payments and it has to be conditioned by hardship due to COVID-19, please share the information. The deadline for applications is January 31st. And for more information, you can call 630-906-9400, the Neighbor Project, with any questions. The time is 8:25 a.m. So do you or your parents have Sunrun? Do you utilize the benefits of solar? Do you have friends that do?
Yeah, actually. So my childhood home, just right not too far from here. I grew up in Aurora, like I said. And so, yeah, she has a pretty big system. It has like 29 panels. And with the shade and everything that she had on her home, it didn't take care of all of her power, but we were able to supplement a little bit more than 80% of her power.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a shady roof, if, like, you got trees bigger than your house, the only way you could utilize the benefits would be to cut the trees down.
Sadly, yes. But that's something that I wouldn't even ask.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're just there because you're just there to make
better keep the trees, right?
No, right.
Better
Yeah,
set up a
that's
hammock
right.
in those.
Exactly. Yeah, we do not advocate cutting down trees. No.
But if it's detrimental to the home, and if they were already considering, removing the limbs or whatnot, especially with how the trees can become damaging. If it's that close to the home, you're looking at damaging your roof, the infrastructure of the home, the siding, even whatever the case may be. I don't know. I hear a lot of horror stories from people with trees that are very close to their home, and yeah, so that's one thing that we check. I take a look at, what they're spending with their ComEd bill, how many kilowatt hours, because that's what we get charged at with ComEd. They charge us per kilowatt hour. And so I really determine, hey, how many panels does that equate to, right? And then the next thing I look at is, how many panels can actually fit on your roof? Are there any obstructions? Are there, any weird roof planes or anything like that? Because a typical system is about 8 panels. So something small, right? Something similar to that. And it'll be about 250 square feet. So if you can take a look at like a car in scale. So when you're looking on Google Earth or something like that and you're taking a look at your roof, you want to see one car length, right? So with the one car length, imagine about 2.5 of those in total on your roof, right? If you have enough space for that, then you will have enough space for a minimal system.
Okay.
So that's, those are the little things that we take a look at and really determine, hey, do you have enough space on your roof? Do you use too much power? And, there's limited space. So there's a lot of different factors that, come into play. Even the pitch, right?
Right.
We don't really install on really steep roofs or anything like that. I know in the Aurora area we have a lot of beautiful historical homes and like historical society.
Right.
We don't install on those. We want to preserve that. So there's a lot of things that really can disqualify a homeowner and a home, sadly. So 1 in 4 homes in the state of Illinois actually qualifies for solar.
1 in 4?
Yes.
In the state?
In the state.
Damn, that's minimal. Yikes.
Yes.
1 in 4 homes
Yes.
in the state of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dismal number.
Very. And with how many homeowners and with how many homes we have, you could be the one that could have it, right? It's like the lucky draw, I guess you can say. And so that's why we offer complimentary consultations. We want to really make sure it's something that you can even look into. Don't waste your time. Time is money nowadays, right? So let us help you figure it out. Let us make sure, we're putting you on the right path to actually finding a solution for your energy needs and really just taking control as much as you can. Right now with the state and with Illinois really being one of the highest states that use mostly nuclear. We're over 50% nuclear here in the state of Illinois. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. And so with them decommissioning soon, they've been around for so many years. They only last for so long. And so that's going to be detrimental to the energy production here in the state. And so what's going to happen when there's not enough supply, but there's a lot of demand? Simple economics, right?
Right.
So the prices are going to go up. And they've already been going up, sadly. I don't think I've ever seen a ComEd bill go down, really. And, it's no disrespect to ComEd. I mean, hey, the infrastructure, the grid and everything, the cost to just even maintain that has gone up. Everything has gone up. And so we're looking to, really help homeowners in the area and even some renters that qualify to really just take control as much as they can. And like I said, I'm going to see if I can help put some money back in your pocket.
For the renters, though, and their qualification, I mean, is it the renter who benefits or is it the ultimate homeowner, the person who's, the home
So a little bit of both. So the ones that we help that are renters are really the renters that qualify for the Solar for All program.
Okay.
So if they are already receiving some sort of, assistance or anything like that, I actually have a list of the verification documentation here. So if someone's, on SNAP or, very fixed low income, whether it's disability, Social Security, or just something like that, and they rent, they have the option to qualify for this program. And even though they're landlord or, owner of the home, as long as they're really not residing there, we're not utilizing their income into the verification process.
Okay.
We basically have a separate agreement that they will sign off on, basically authorizing us to go ahead and move forward with the solar project once everything gets verified.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like a partnership there. That's the only case we really do renters, because they do just have to qualify for that program.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I see you got some other, looks like a government document you got there. What is that?
Yeah, so this is the qualifying program. So I kind of mentioned, so if you have SNAP, right? A huge one that we have is LIHEAP, so the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. That typically helps with a lot of, utility costs and whatnot. And so another one here is the Illinois Housing Weatherization Assistance Program. Another one is Medicaid. So if you have Medicaid, we take a picture of the card front and back, submit that over, providing your income verification or documentation, and seeing who else is in the household.
Okay.
Anyone 18 years or older that is making income all have to be put on the application, along with all the other family members. So if they're like a little child or anything like that and they're not really working, we just list, everybody in the household, basically. But we just accumulate all of the income that everyone else is making in the household.
Okay.
To determine the qualification.
Okay, because the entire program is based on income level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so it's income level based on the household here. So I actually printed this out for you guys to go ahead and have and post up because it has here, from 1 through 8 people in a household, what should be the expected income to qualify.
Okay.
So a nice little cheat sheet for you guys.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I see that Illinois Solar for All provides income eligibility homeowners greater access to solar energy. All right.
Yes, yeah. It's a huge program that really just enables families in underserved communities, right? And so that's my huge mission that I'm trying to spread awareness, and for those that really didn't think that they could get solar, well, now's your chance.
Right.
Let's look into it together and let me see if I can help you.
Okay. Ben, how are you and how's business been and everything? And are there any updates, any calendar invites or calendar shows that you guys are going to be at with orthodontic experts? I think the last time I saw you in the community. Didn't I? Were you at Prisco Center a few months ago?
Yes.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How was that experience?
It was pretty good. I personally couldn't make it for that one, but our team was over there and it was, it was popping. I mean, there was a lot of people. Whenever we do events out here, it's always, busy.
Right.
We're definitely, we get involved with the First Fridays a lot.
Okay.
So those are great. We actually are part of a lot of like the school districts now out here. So yeah, we partner with different schools or the school district in general. We do student discounts. So for example, if let's say a student is interested in braces, they could actually bring in one of the coupons or the flyers that we have at the schools within the nurses departments, and it's at $250 off for braces.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's a good savings.
Yeah.
That's a really good savings. It's weird hearing my voice say that, right? It's a really good savings. It's a really good savings. It's a cool radio show. All right, good morning, everybody. It's 8:35 a.m. Hey, Gabriel, when you went outside and took a listen, how did it sound, baby?
It sounded pretty good.
Pretty good?
It's coming in a little bit better, I think. Yeah, just as you.
Okay.
It's been progressing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a couple of people tell us that the audio that we had was needed to be a little bit louder. But as you can see here, we got brand new everything, new mics, headphones, and the whole shebang. I tell people this a lot. This show started in a bathroom. So this is the growth, the different changes, the different come up and literally the rungs on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
We have been climbing it with all of the viewers for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is something. So people have been telling us hey, down a little bit with this, up a little bit with that for 2 years, and I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud that
That's
people been sticking with us and they help us out. A lot of the ideas that we've had on this show, a lot of different things we've done are strictly from the listeners. So try to be the all-encompassing place. That's why we're here talking about teeth and solar panels, right? What an informative show. Okay, Tracy Duran is here. She says, good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Stay warm out there. And good morning, Aurora. Right back at you. J.L. Harris, good morning to you. And good morning to all you people watching right now. Michael Rayford said, Willy Wonka. That was about the story with the the gummy bears. If you missed it, the story that we headlined this morning with was gummy bear maker Haribo, probably the most famous in the world, besides Black Forest. Y'all know Black Forest?
No.
That's another German one, too. Black Forest, they got good, gummy candy, too.
Okay.
I'm a gummy candy dude. I like a little bit of chocolate, but the gummies. Anyway, Haribo had a lost $4.8 million check. A guy in Germany found it in his bag of candy. He called the lawyers for the company. It indeed was a live check from a distributor. He destroyed it, proved that he destroyed it. He didn't try to cash it. He didn't try to do anything funny with it. And to thank him for all of his altruistic efforts, they sent him 6 bags of gummy bears. Salty. Not the kind of thing you need going into the holiday season. Not, that's not cool. Now, I'm not going to boycott Haribo. I don't tell my listeners to do that, but if we ever make Haribo money, rest assured we're not going to do that to nobody. You're getting a job. you are getting a job. I'm going to put you in charge of the accounting so you don't lose checks, you know?
Shoot, I'll reach out to him. Do you need a job?
You know anything about solar panels, bro?
So the awesome part is, I started with Sunrun many moons ago. We just entered the market in the Chicago area in 2018.
Okay.
The second half of the year and everything. And so I started when we first were, helping the Aurora area. Like I said, I started over here, the West Aurora Home Depot. You'll see us in the Home Depots, Costco's, and everything like that. And, I'd walk around with my iPad and everything, and literally, the on-job training, the extensive training beforehand, your orientation and everything. And realistically, it was probably one of the best decisions in my life, to be quite frank. Yeah. Beforehand, like I mentioned, struggling to feel right when you're selling certain products and whatnot. I used to sell insurance way back when. I used to be in the pharmaceutical benefits field, and you know what I mean? None of that really agreed with my soul, I guess you can say. People find happiness when they are submerged in things they love, and I think it really just shines through when I work here. I focus on helping underprivileged communities, and let alone the one that I grew up in, right? Especially with all the growth and economic efforts here already in Aurora, why not add this into the mix as well?
Right.
And I started off as a clean energy ambassador. I started off in the store, walking around with my little iPad and everything, talking to as many people as I could, and just spreading the awareness. Eventually, I guess I got good enough in that position and started training and developing my own team. At that point, I was a district manager for a little while, a little under 2 years with them in that position, and then recently was promoted into this role, the field sales consulting, where, I'm actually helping homeowners really decide if this is a good fit for them.
Okay. All right. How did you start, Ben? What was your history with orthodontic experts and your rise?
Yeah, so I actually came in and
you guys are related?
No.
No? Oh. You didn't tell me that was your...
So his fiance is my brother. So
That's
we're soon to be related in essence. We're
I was
already
gonna
related,
say,
I guess.
I was gonna say you did tie it in a little bit in the email. I was like, did I miss that?
I'm his sister from another mister.
I'm like, damn, how awkward.
We're always together.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, all right. So
Yeah, we're actually hanging out tomorrow as a family. I think nowadays, you know what I mean? We all want to be submerged in work and everything, but I just, friendly reminder, make sure to be with those that you love too, especially around this time, and even your friends. You never know who's going through what, and just spending that little bit of time with one another can make a huge difference.
Right. And you guys will probably notice I did increase the volume in our headphones and everything like that. So if you guys can tell, it's also for I'm seeing how this piece of equipment interfaces with the computer and the signal going out. So I'm adjusting on the fly kind of thing.
Hey, I love it. We got to adapt, right?
Right. We do. Scott Hayes, how you doing? Tracy Duran says, just 6 bags of gummies. Should have got a lifetime supply. I would. That'd be awesome. But I didn't mean to cut you off, man. You were talking about your rise to fame in the orthodontic expert world.
So I started in October of 2018. Okay. So it has been officially 4 years, just last month.
Congratulations, baby.
Time
Congratulations.
But I started as the marketing coordinator, just coming in and not really knowing a lot about orthodontics, because I came from the trampoline park industry and like bouncy houses. I was a director of operations and general manager for those industries. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I hate working, super late hours and then, coming home at like 10 o'clock at night all the time.
Right.
Because it's like a birthday industry. So, hours really don't matter, right? For
right.
over there. So, because it's like, it's open, it could be open till like 2 a.m.
Right.
You know, for some of those places.
I want the midnight package. Damn.
So I decided to change, and you know, I was like, you know what, I have a marketing degree, so I was like, I'm gonna go look for, you know, a job in the marketing field, and that's where I found Orthodontic Experts, and it has been probably like the best job that I've ever had. It's a great company, great culture. You know, our company grows. We have over 200 employees, and you know, we're still growing, which is awesome. We have, by the end of this year, so at least by January, I would say, we're going to have a total of 25 locations. And the funny thing is, when I first started, we only had 8 locations. So that just shows within 4 years how fast we're growing.
Okay, big dog. Okay,
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations. We got a clap button. I'm scared to press it because the volume's way high right now. It might break our ears. So congratulations, though, man.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
So, you know, and then after maybe 2.5 years, I would say, 2.5 years, 3 years, about, you know, I wanted to do something a little different. I was telling, you know, just the team, and we found a need for patient experience within the locations, and, you know, just someone to help the teams, help train and develop, and, you know, help grow the clinics, but also provide that best patient experience possible, you know, for our patients, and help the teams, you know, offer that engagement, right? You know, the celebrations, the social media, all that fun stuff, right? And then also educating our patients within treatment compliance, you know, just making sure, you know, they don't fall behind on their treatment. You know, they have a successful treatment throughout their entire journey from beginning, middle to end. So that's where we developed, you know, this brand new department for patient experience. And, you know, I became the patient experience manager. And, you know, we're growing the department. We have a community relations coordinator now on my team. I know you met her the last time, Shannon.
Word. Yeah, she's cool.
Yep.
Shout out to Shannon.
I know she was sad she couldn't make it.
Yeah,
for this
Shannon.
one.
In spirit, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon, you still here? We got another plug in for you too.
She said she was going to listen in today.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and then also we are actually now growing the patient experience side, and we're looking for a patient engagement leader.
Okay. So y'all hiring?
Yes, for the department. So if anybody's looking, you know, send me an email. Because we are definitely, we're looking for a high energy, energetic, ready to go, you know, just person to help lead the clinics, you know, help lead and offer that patient engagement.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. A lot of good news with you guys. A lot of good news. Now, the last time I saw you, we had Casper.
Yes.
Come back to the show.
He's almost done with this treatment now.
All right. Very good stuff. Any more now, for those who didn't catch those episodes, he wrote a essay.
Yes.
And was in a contest where he received braces.
Mm-hmm.
Any more plans for contests like that of that kind?
Yes, I meant to tell you this when you called me the other day, but we actually are now doing the contest again.
Okay.
So, if anybody's interested, you know, in looking, you know, for braces that, you know, for example, you know, let's say, you know, they came in and then, you know, they didn't get approved by their insurance, or let's say, you know, they just can't afford it, right? You know, submit an essay, you know, for us. They do have to submit an essay, a 1-page essay. Email it to me at ben@orthodonticexperts.com by December 2nd. And then one lucky winner for the Aurora office, and then also one lucky winner for all, you know, all of our other offices will actually win free braces on Christmas Eve.
That's awesome. And yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
It really made a difference to Casper. I mean,
Yes.
you know, you got the guy on the show and he tells you, like, look, it changed my life. Like,
He sends me journey videos all the time. He's like, he'll email me a video just actually about maybe a month ago, I would say, and it was just talking about, you know, stuff he can't eat, and, you know, just how his braces are doing. And I mean, he's already halfway through his treatment.
good.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him. Shout out to Casper. He was a great young man. All right, the time is 8:47 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We getting our MSNBC on in here, as you can see. Yeah, this is it right here.
It's like WGN radio,
Right.
you know?
Had to throw that in. I mean, after starting
That's
in
a
your
fact.
bathroom,
That's a
like,
fact.
what is? If that
That's a
isn't an
fact.
ultimate success story, I don't know what
That
is.
that is a fact. We really did. So we had Congressman Bill Foster back on the show, and you know, he's a great man, and I'm really proud. You know, he reaches out. His chief of staff, Grace, is a dear friend, so she reached out. She was like, "Yo, this was the elections just happened, really important, and the man's got commercials on YouTube. He's got commercials playing on major networks. I mean, everywhere is interviewing him, right? He is the man. And yet, he thought about Good Morning Aurora. Like, yo, Congressman Foster says, what's up? Can we get back on? Like,
Hey, that's love.
right? Exactly. Because it would have been super awkward to interview him in my bathroom. You know, the time is 8:49. So we never conducted an interview. All the interviews in my bathroom were done over the phone, though. Because
I would hope.
Yeah.
I would hope. You know, I mean, hey, we can get creative nowadays. You know, I have my own office in my car now. Shout out to Stacy, one of my recent installs. She actually did a lot of working in her car, and there's like this little tray you can actually stick to your steering wheel, and it's literally like just a mini desk.
For real?
Yeah, and the other side, you can actually use it to eat. So there's like a cup holder, a little like tray. I love it. Because I'm literally out on the road, depending on my schedule, 5-6 days a week, right? I start as early as 9 a.m. and I'm done right around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Just depends how long I take with the customer, right? But yeah, I can do anywhere from 4 to 5 consultations a day. And those days definitely get long, and so when you're in between appointments, you know, creating your notes, reaching out to customers as you're like on the go, that has been such a huge help, and just something so simple like that. So
Right. Well, very good. It makes you more productive.
yes,
I in my house, you know, I got 2 offices. I'm an office guy. I've been building one in the basement, but you know what I did? Change my life. I started making like just height workstations, because I don't know if you noticed, but during before the pandemic, one of the things that was an initiative to try to drive workplace culture and get out of things like so I used to work in the building that LinkedIn was in, downtown Chicago, and what they did was, instead of like your traditional desk and cubicle situation, you could have that if you wanted it, but people had like worktop stations. So you could go, like, they got a ping pong table in there, all that. So you could do that and then hit the little worktop station. You know, you just walk up like a bar stool kind of thing, do your work and whatever. So I did that. I sold one of the big desks I had, and then I just got like a little station, and it made me more productive. Because sometimes if you're in a room, I don't know about anybody else, but like you're in a room and like you know you're a little bit more tired or whatever. You're like, oh, this is boring. Like you're yawning more. I would walk to a different room. I would just go to like my front office, set up the computer right there, and like, boom, all of a sudden the energy is back. Like, you know, quick espresso, something like that. Boom, 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 knock it out. And then it made me more productive. So that's why I asked about if it made you more productive.
Yeah, it was easier. I think it's just a matter of finding your process, right? What's going to make it easier for you in your process. And that was a huge miss. You know, I'm hurting my back, and I'm still like recovering from like a back injury.
Oh no.
And so, yeah, a story for another day, I guess.
Oh, we can do a part 2.
We can do a part 2.
Yeah, we can do that.
The Chronicles of D.
I like that. I like that.
I swear I could write a book sometimes with some of the funny things that happen. But yeah, it being turned really weird and you're awkward and whatnot really didn't help. So, you know, now I have like a little posture thing for my back to help support my arch. And then now I have that workstation. So I'm like this versus, you know, I have my iPad, I have my laptop, I got my 2 phones, you know, working. So I'm busy.
Right. No, I feel you. So, and speaking of busy, we have a marketing meeting which starts at 9, so we'll wrap the show up like 5 minutes early here. The show is going to end on a positive note, but I want to just ask you, when's your next public appearance that you'll have with would you be like popping up with information anywhere on the calendar, or do you take part in like events and things like that, outreach?
Yes. So you and I actually we missed our opportunity last time. We were both at the Java Plus in Montgomery, Aurora actually. It's Montgomery Road, and so I actually am working with Dan to create a recruiting, hiring event. Because like I'm serious when it comes to, wanting to help establish better ways for people. And if that means either helping you go solar or helping you find a job. I mean, things have been really tough lately with COVID happening, and we're all still recovering, I think, not only financially, but mentally, right? And so if I can help steer you in a better direction, then hey, let's come aboard. But in January, I believe the second week of January, we're still picking a date. But I am looking to have an event out there, and I will definitely share some more details soon. Of course, maybe I'll come back on in January and we'll spread the love.
Look, you are and again, we didn't get a chance to connect that day, but I need you to know you're baked in the cake. You're baked in the cake. So you seriously. So that means that text your boy, holler at your boy. You're a friend of the show, so whatever we got to do to help you out. Absolutely. Ben has been a big help because all the good interviews and times he's come on and everything like that. The show exists to help our friends do things to spread a positive message. So just holler at your boy, whatever it is. You got Instagram? Are we connected?
Yes. So I actually just we're on LinkedIn together.
Okay.
Now,
Word
yeah.
up.
I made a Facebook for just my solar. So it's Sunny D Hernandez.
Okay.
And getting an Instagram out there, but the biggest or the most used website is gosunrun.com /Deanna Hernandez. And so you spell my name Deanna, and Hernandez, HERNANDEZ. And that is actually just my quick little website. If you want some more information, just have a couple questions or know someone that might be looking into solar, you can either put your information or theirs.
As soon as you said your name, somebody hit the like button. Dang. Got love, girl. Got love.
Hey, I've been around in this community a while, and, definitely not the first time. I think I really definitely want to encourage other people to continue to get out there more and spread the love.
Good. Good. Jen Ingram, good morning to you. So the show ends on a positive note. What's your message today for the people of Aurora and the listeners?
Yes. So my message is, of course, please be safe, take care, love one another, and let's work together if we can.
Word. Ben?
Just keep going on in the community and making a difference.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a great episode. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate Ben and Deanna for coming on to the show. Another good one. Thank you for everybody as you watched us fly this plane today. Something new. We've got new things, new opportunities, and more stuff coming. Monday is a very important day. I'm proud to be hosting and moderating a debate on trauma and stress in law enforcement. That's going to be on behalf of our partners of the Kane County Sheriff's Office, the Kane County State's Attorney's Office, and Kane County Government. That'll be on Facebook Live on our page, and it starts at 6 p.m. on Monday, so please tune into that. Big things popping.
Hey.
Right? Go out to Winter Lights tonight, and be sure to check out who the winner is of the window decorations here in the city of Aurora. Good Morning Aurora ourselves picked those winners. So shout out to the people and the organizations who won. All right. Other than that, be blessed. I'll see you guys Monday. Take care of yourself and each other. All right. Now, here's the thing. Since I got to do this. All right, hold on. Let me see. So we turn off the mic like this. Have the mic on for a quick second. So yeah, what a fun day. This was a good one, right?
Yeah, way to start the day, and we got the whole day ahead of us.
Yeah. I love these headphones and the mic.
I'm digging this setup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is puro legit.
Yep.
Puro legit.
Have a great weekend to you as well, Norma Peterson. And I will on Monday have you guys able to hear all the music and get it synced back to where you guys can hear the desktop stuff too. Because that's the thing. Now that we're using a mixing board, Streamlabs itself has its own mixing board. Mike, I know the mics are on, Michael. Yeah, we wanted to give you guys something since you can't hear the music playing out. So
Hey, you get the play-by-play.
right.